Hi, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden, and welcome to Predator Dating. I love talking about predator dating. I wrote this post this morning, and it resonated so well with me and a few people already that I just wanted to read it and then I want to discuss it. After 30 years of psychology, broken heart, mental mind sweep, that's catchy and I'm using it, and all the work it has taken me to put myself back together again, this is what dating standards look like at my level. Ladies, learn. Men, you really need to rethink your dating game because this reflects the mind of a warrior woman. That's right. The abuse most women undergo has left us silently hiding our inner warrior. So, men with archaic dating practices can only find broken women who have not yet found the fire to heal. Most women have. Most women are evolving and moving on. Most men are oblivious to this new age dating revolution and are being left behind. Read and learn. This is my new auto reply for male strangers messaging me with outdated and archaic dating rituals best suited for Genghis Khan. I'll be blunt. If you're not contacting me about the healing garden, I'm not interested. I require a 2-year friendship before even considering a relationship with a man, and I never date cis white men or strangers. My dating requirements are you have to be a nonconformist, you have to be a minority or an LGBTQIA, you have to live in New York City, you have to be friends for at least 2 years. You have to be inside my circle of trust, and we must have met through a mutual friend. If you cannot say yes to all of those, then you don't stand a chance. I only give my time to people who have taken their time to learn about my ethics, my values, and beliefs first. I have no tolerance for strangers messaging me because I'm pretty. I am a philosopher, a psychologist of 30 years with a mastery of human behavior. And I am sick and bored with men from the patriarchy thinking, if I tell a woman she's pretty, she'll swoon. If you can't talk to me about quantum physics, neuroscience, philosophy, psychology, or at least on anything that birthed a nerd fandom, then I'm not interested. Welcome to the modern woman. Clean up your dating game. It's archaic. So, there is something out there that I love to call the warrior woman. I have classes, I do goddess training. I teach warrior women about this shit. I introduce predator dating to warrior women. I groom them so that they reflect their love system and their identity instead of all the broken garbage. Most men out there require a woman with a mental illness in order for her to actually be with him. What does that say about you? So there's a lot of warrior women who are just saying, I've had enough. We've thrown down the gauntlet. We withdraw. We shut out the dating world and then we vanish and we go on walkabout for 2 years, 5 years. Almost every woman on this planet is either doing this or trying to do this because we're sick of the pain. And when we're done, this is what you get: a highly intelligent, evolved woman who is more smart than most men, more dignified, groomed, gentle on the outside. Oh, but we can throw it down on the inside. We value ourselves. We adore ourselves. We have revived our love system, tamed and protected and armored up our subconscious mind, shut down our fear systems, and we are aware and we know how to be quiet. So then you get this dumb fuck who comes along and goes, You're pretty. You're lucky we don't have spears on us, because we would rip them out, put them to your throat, and go, What do you want? That's where it feels. The world is being covered by these massive Amazon warrior women on the inside. And we're being bombarded by a bunch of Neanderthal men. Neanderthal men are the men who can only get a woman if she's dripping in mental illness. And then men who don't, and this is where it gets really sad, because there is this patriarchy belief that men should not go to therapy. And what that's doing is actually getting men left behind. If you cling to these ideas, I know you're not even watching this video, but if this is a man who clings to these ideas, he's not even going to try to seek help. So you have this massive, large group of foundational men who can't get women because they have been out evolved. There's no other word for it. It is literally men have been out evolved by women. Now, women are doing this pretty much across the country, across the world. We're sick of it. Women are getting smarter. Women are getting more educated. Women are getting higher standards. Women are tuning into chakra stones. Women are more and more getting to the 6th level. Most women are at least 6th level, 6th stage perspective. Most men are in the 4th perspective and lower. Most men have a scarcity mindset. Most women have an abundance mindset. Most men have a hoarding mindset of, I need to enslave my woman so she'll follow me. But, oh, I can't get therapy because that's not manly enough. They are literally being driven extinct by their own masculine toxicity. That's what I call sweet justice. And so long as they cling to their toxic masculinity, they will not put down their arrogance and conceit to go seek out help. Literally, all the narcissistic 4th perspectives are dying off. Because really, narcissism only exists in the foundationals, and women are becoming visionaries. So you have a lot of women who are now moving into the visionary stage. Now, some narcissistic men can grab a cultivator, which is your 5th and 6th perspective. And those are women who have not done the work. But most narcissistic men who are, and all men who are narcissistic, all people who are narcissistic are under the 4th perspective. They are absolutely under the 4th perspective. You can get to the 5th perspective, but again, 5th is transitional. So you're a 5-4. You're not a 5-6. If you're a 5-4 and under, you can have the potential of being narcissistic. But if you are 5-6, then you fall into the visionary and you don't have narcissism, because the difference between those gaps is this group says, I don't need help. And this group is saying, I need help. That's the difference. So there is a great divide happening. And all the men are going that way. And all the women are going this way. And the women who are going this way don't need the men. They don't have any interest in them. While most of the men are over there. Ironically, most of the men over there are white cis men, because white cis men don't know how to put down their arrogance for the most part. They love to cling to that patriarchy that allows them to enslave and subdue a weak, mentally ill woman. So a lot of those men can only get a mentally ill woman. But there's now this, and there is this massive this educational, this evolution gap. We're going to talk about the evolution gap, because that is what we are seeing here. And there's a lot of Amazon women over here who are very visionary of the future. They are the modern woman. They are warrior women. And they don't accommodate that garbage. They don't do anything to do with that. They don't even acknowledge it. And even on their low functioning days, there is still a massive perspective gap. And that's it. You are talking about one of the largest perspective gaps. All of the women who are friends with me in my friend circle, every one of them are like me. They're all 7s and 8s. They're all, I've yet to meet any other nines other than my partner. And yeah, I'm looking for nines, but they're all on my level. They're all within my group. And we all have sworn off men and cis white man and have gone into this. Yeah, if you can't function on the ethereal plane, we're not interested. While all of these other men who are too proud to ask, I can't use the word proud, that's not the right word. While all these men who are too arrogant and too conceited, lack the ability of embracing humility, lack the ability to say, I am wrong, all they're going to do is find a bunch of mentally ill women because they are mentally ill. So we are seeing this mass mental health gap where all the healthy people are over here and all the mentally unhealthy people are over there. And once we see the shift, once the baby boomers pass and it passes on to the fifths and the sixes, we're going to see a massive increase of education. We are going to see a massive increase on the foundationals picking up the standard, because the standard gets raised or determined by the majority. So right now, the majority is baby boomers, is fourth perspective. Fourth perspectives cannot self-govern. That's why they have law and order, because they cannot self-govern, because they lack ethics, because they lack accountability. So while they're off doing their thing, making sure everyone's following their rules because they're not capable of making any decisions outside of their boxes, while they are pursuing relationships that are founded in and steeped in mental illness, you've got a whole group over here that's going, oh no, we want something better. Now, this group is going to partner up with the cultivators. The visionaries and the cultivators are going to partner up with each other. And the visionaries are going to say, we need to educate the foundationals and get the standard raised now that the baby boomers are passing. And what's going to happen is the cultivators are going to step up and start producing okay, we're going to start increasing standards. We're going to shift our educational system. And we are going to shift our educational system because people who are under fourth perspective don't value education, which is why they kept cutting our education system. So what happened was millennials, thank you, started doing their own education. They said, screw this shit. You're cutting my education. I'll go find my own. Millennials, I love millennials. Oh my God, do I love millennials? I love millennials so much. Millennials don't sit around waiting for shit to happen. They just go do. Beautiful people. I love millennials. They are the ones who are pushing this forward. Gen X's are mostly in the transitional fives. Gen X's are, you're either a 5'4" or you're a 5'5", or you're a 5'6". You're in that transition. I am a 5'6". So I went this way. And it's all determined at, do you value comfort or growth? If you value comfort, you become a 5'4". If you value growth, then you move on to become a 5'6". If you value comfort, you stay at 5'4" or 5'5". But if you value growth, then you go on to 5'6". Once you grow into 5'6", then you start becoming accountable. Then you start thinking about education. Then you start thinking about, okay, how can I help? How can I contribute? How can I be accountable? How can I add to this? So what's going to happen is this massive evolution gap where you've got a lot of women over here who are just, they've healed so much that they have no tolerance anymore for anything over there in the foundationals. So there's a lot of men now who can't get women because most of the women are now over here. Most of the men are over here and most of the women are over here. Now, the men who are over here have an abundance in women. I have talked to so many 6-staged plus men, and every one of them across the board is like, I don't have a problem getting women. Like, I don't have a problem getting it. They have no problem getting women because they're healthy, they're educated, and they've learned ethics. There's not very many of them. There is not a lot of 6th, 7th, and 8th perspective men at all. They're very, I wouldn't say they're hard to come by. Like, I have mine. I'm very, very happy with my group. Love my group. Love, love, love my people. But yeah, I won't touch a 4th perspective. I won't go near a 4th perspective. The 4th perspectives are the ones who message me. Now, the 5th perspective men, they figured out that, oh, I'll lie and tell them that we're friends, and then I'll catch her with her guard down. Really? I didn't see that coming. And it's because they are still functioning on the idea that women are stupid. You think so? Yeah. Yeah, I get a lot of men who think, "She's pretty, she must be dumb." Yeah, I've been hearing that since I was 2. So, if you are interested in any of these upcoming classes where I do goddess training, where I do warrior women, if you're a man and you want to step up your dating game, I'm also gonna be hosting absolutely training classes on that as well. So if any of that interests you, take a look at the link below, grab my link tree. I do a lot. So just my link tree has everything on it. And then underneath that, if any of this video resonated with you, let me know which one you were watching. Let me know what resonated with you, and then I will be in touch. Thank you so much. And may the kindest of words always find you.